In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a powerful and customizable subscription tracker in Notion, which is perfect for managing all your recurring payments and keeping your budget in check. Notion is an incredibly flexible workspace app, and building a subscription tracker is a fantastic way to see exactly where your money is going and prevent unwanted charges. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First things first, we need to create our new page. So, open up Notion, and in your sidebar, you'll see a plus icon or an option to add a new page. Click on that, and let's title it Subscription Tracker. This is where all our subscription data will live. Now, to make the most of our screen real estate, especially when dealing with tables, we want to enable full width mode. To do that, click on the three dots in the top right corner of your new page. You'll see an option that says Full Width. Toggle that on. This will stretch your page content to fill the entire width of your browser window, giving you so much more room to work with your database later. To make your page feel a bit more personal and visually appealing, let's add an icon. Click on the Add Icon button, which is usually at the very top of your page, and search for something relevant like a credit card or a dollar sign. I'm going with a credit card emoji for this example. Now that our page is set up, it's time to build the core of our tracker, the database. We want to insert a table into our page. The easiest way to do this is by typing Table View and then selecting New Database from the options that appear. This will create a brand new empty database table right on your page. Let's rename this database to My Subscriptions. You can do this by clicking on the default title. To keep our page clean and focused on the data, I like to hide the database title itself. You can do this by clicking the three dots next to the database title and selecting Hide Title. Now let's refine our first column. The default column is usually named Name. We want to rename this to Subscription Name so it's clear what this field represents. This is where you'll enter the name of each service or subscription you have. With our basic table structure in place, it's time to add the essential columns, or what Notion calls properties, that will give us all the information we need about each subscription. Click the plus button next to the subscription name column header to add a new property. First, let's add a status property. For the property type, choose Select. This allows us to pick from a predefined list of options. I recommend setting up options like Active, Repaused, Cancelled, and Free Trial. This will help you quickly see the current state of each subscription. Next, let's add a category property. For this, we'll use a multi-select property type. This is useful because a subscription might fit into multiple categories, like entertainment and family. Common categories could include entertainment, productivity, business, and fitness. You can add as many as you need to organize your subscriptions effectively. After that, let's add a billing cycle property. Again, we'll use the select property type for this. Common options here are weekly, monthly, and annually. This is crucial for understanding how often you're being charged. Then, we need a cost property. For this, select the number property type. It's really important to change the number format to your local currency. Click on the default option under the number property type and select your currency, whether it's USD, PHP, EUR, or something else. This ensures the numbers are displayed correctly. Finally, let's add a start date property. Choose the date property type. This will allow you to record the date you originally signed up for the subscription, which can be helpful for tracking how long you've been using a service. Now, to really level up your tracker and gain deeper insights, we can add some calculated properties, specifically formulas and rollups. Let's add a monthly cost property. For this, we'll choose the formula property type. This property will help us standardize all billing cycles to a monthly figure, making it easy to compare costs. The formula will look something like this. If to prop billing cycle, annually prop cost 12. If prop billing cycle weekly, prop cost 4, prop cost. This formula checks the billing cycle. If it's annual, it divides the cost by 12. If it's weekly, it multiplies by 4 to approximate a monthly cost. This is a simplification, but a good starting point. Otherwise, it assumes the cost entered is already monthly. You can adjust this logic based on your exact needs. This formula gives you a clear, single number for how much each subscription is costing you per month. Finally, let's make our tracker dynamic by creating different views. This allows you to organize and visualize your data in multiple ways. Right-click on your My Subscriptions database title and select Duplicate. Rename the first duplicate to Calendar View. Then, click on the Table Layout button at the top of this new view and change it to Calendar. Now, click on the next to the Layout options and under Show Calendar By, select your Start Date property. This gives you a visual timeline of when your subscriptions began. or you could set it to a renewal date if you add one. For another useful perspective, duplicate the main table again and rename this one Board View. This time, we'll group our subscriptions. Click on the Group option at the top and choose Group by status. This creates a Kanban-style board where you can see all your active, paused, and canceled subscriptions at a glance. You can also try grouping by category to see your spending distribution across different areas. If you found any value in today's video, hitting that like button is a small gesture that makes a huge difference in helping others find our content. We're always looking to grow, so please drop a note in the comments. Whether it's a specific part you enjoyed or a suggestion on how we can level up our production, we read every single one, and your feedback directly shapes what we build next. You've now successfully created a comprehensive subscription tracker in Notion. This tool will not only help you keep track of your expenses, but also identify subscriptions you might be able to cancel, saving you money. Consider adding a rent-a-wall date property or a next payment due date to make your tracker even more proactive. Feel free to save this video or revisit these steps anytime you need to manage your subscriptions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.